with SmallEngineVelocity on another frozen morning with the polar vortex just above my state, making it a little bit colder here than normal. So today's topic is two-stroke. I just finished putting new weights in the Zuma, and she accelerates like a rocket. And if you're wondering why I sound funny, also I have a what are they called? The thing you cover your face with, baklava or something like that. I don't know, whatever. Those little technical terms that you northern people use all the time when you put stuff on your face. I'd like to say also to some viewers up north, those people who are in negative 40, negative 50, please stay safe. Don't. I understand you want to ride your bike or your ruckus, but I don't want to see the news about a man frozen in a block of ice sitting on his ruckus, when I'm 90, because they found you at the bottom of a lake frozen and then they defrost you. And they're like, oh, like a caveman. Actually, isn't there a movie like that? But it was a caveman that got frozen. Anyways, one of the things I learned with riding a two-stroke is that your exhaust dictates your RPM and your max and your power band. So you have to tune your weights to get you to spin at that RPM to hit that power band. Because right now it's crazy. It's insane how fast I am, or how hard I accelerate. I don't know about fast yet because I haven't really gotten a top speed done yet, but you kind of get it, right? So yeah, of course you also have to jet up. I was told jet up to 88 by a few people. So yeah, that's where we're at right now with the tuning. I do need to check my spark plug and make sure it's one of those hotter ones. So I'm really not pushing it too hard. Anyways, also what I learned about a two-stroke, I guess you could call it number 2, is that it makes you smell. I guess if you change your ratio of oil or whatever, or use a different kind of oil, I guess there's different kind of oils that you can use in a two-stroke motor. And then I also learned that in a two-stroke motor there's also flavored smells. I think I saw someone that said there was strawberry. So I was like, oh cool, strawberry. I like strawberry. But I don't know how good of an oil it is. I mean, it's a flavored oil. I guess you could call it flavored. So yeah, I get in the elevator. I think I've mentioned this several times now. I get in the elevator and I smell. I don't like getting in the elevator and smelling because it's normally crowded in the morning in the elevator and there's a ton of people in there. And I don't want them to think, and they think I smell bad. Anyways, at the same time, what I also learned about two-stroke is that you don't have to worry about valve float. I guess that's number 3. Number 3 is a bunch of things in general. The design of a two-stroke is not what I'm used to. There's no timing chain, there's no valves, there's no valve float. So when you change the big bore kit, all you do is change the piston and all the things that go with that, and the cylinder. Of course, there are things that go around it that you need to adjust also, like jetting, carburetor, exhaust, intake, and whatnots. But all the stuff that has to do with the motor, it's not, you don't have to make sure it's at top dead center. You don't need to do valve timing or valve lash and stuff like that. So it's amazingly simple. I mentioned this in the last video. It's amazingly simple. So if you're looking to play around with a motor and you want to try a two-stroke, well, I recommend it because doing a big bore kit on a Zuma was not as hard as I did it. You saw me. I put freaking paper towels and junk in my motor and stuff. So obviously I'm not the best at it. I'm not a mechanically, I don't want to say I'm not mechanically inclined. I'm just not really good at turning wrenches. Alright, so with that being said, a fourth thing that is relatively uncool about a two-stroke is that it eats your gas. Of course, I think that's because it's a BBK, and like I got like a third of a tank for one trip, so I can go to work 3 times on a gallon, which is still not bad, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely not what it was before. So all in all, I'd like to say that this is a little cool thing to rip around on. People like the sound. People stare at you when you're passing them in your car, especially after I've done all these mods. The parts are cheap, at least the body plastics are cheap. The big bore kits, as far as I'm concerned, are cheap because it's not really that many pieces. And it seems like these Zumas, there's hardly any style upgrades like lowering and stretch and like cool body fairings and stuff like that, but there's like an arse load of everything else in the motor. So if you're looking to build rocket, then cheap aftermarket galore for these things, which I have a second one, so I'm going to build that second one out too with a BBK and then sell it. So if you're looking for a Zuma built by SmallEngineVelocity, please contact me, and we can work out a price. Anyways, there's still more tuning to go on here, but I'm good with the way it is right now. So, as a reminder, don't forget that this next Saturday is the SmallEngineVelocity meet over at a Shell gas station by my house. And then we're going to drive up to Coffee and Cars. Once we get up to Coffee and Cars, we'll hang out there for a little while, and then we'll ride over to Whataburger. Spend an hour or so there eating and hanging out. And then we'll part ways, unless some people want to drive with me back to the Shell gas station. So, that's coming up. I'll have some giveaways and stuff like that. So, you know, if you're into material things and you want like free stuff, I'll be sure to give away some free stuff. Oh yeah, I also forgot RPM doesn't matter. Anyways, thank you for watching. I think I forgot my outro. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Hopefully I don't get hit by another handicapped van.